podcast. My name is Robert Dodd, and I'll be your host today on our special Thanksgiving episode. Join with me today is the gravy to my mashed potatoes, Layla Ziadich.
Hey.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down the side of me.
Damn.
I just feel like that is appropriate.
It's always appropriate. I've always have time for that.
I mean, I just think, with the turkey and everything, I think that that song is perfect for it. And actually, like, I know somebody that's like making a t-shirt that says that for Thanksgiving, and I support it 100%. How are we today?
Great, Robert. Feeling good, feeling great. How about you?
I mean, girl, we had a weekend. We had a week.
Vibes are different now.
We had a week.
We had a week.
Yeah.
We had a week of buildup. I felt like I was just edging the whole time.
This is not the kind of edging I want. I didn't like it. I feel like I was tight. I feel like I was tied down and like forced.
Tight. It's like sick.
Oh, but we did it.
But it's over now. Wow. Hit that note.
I want to be a fly on the wall when they are doing the transition from...
You mean a fly on Mike Pence's head?
Yes.
When they are being evicted from the White House?
Do you think... I cannot wait. I got to make sure I request off work for that day because I cannot wait for the drama.
What are you going to say on your HR request off reason?
I'm just going to say Biden Day.
Oh, okay. Biden Harris Day, sir.
I'll just say inauguration. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, yeah. And I'm pretty sure I'm like, yeah, I just need to be at home for that if I can be. So, well, do you have a shot?
Yeah, I'm ready to go, sweetie.
Okay, so we are going to take a shot right now.
And we are cheersing to what, Robert?
I was going to ask you if you wanted to do the cheers, but I can. We are cheersing to democracy.
Yes.
We are cheersing
to black people who voted.
Black people who voted. Because
it certainly wasn't white women who voted for Biden. Look at the numbers, y'all.
Girl. This toast is also to Stacey Abrams for doing the damn thing.
That's right.
At the end of the day, this whole thing has taught me that at the end of the day, there is always a black woman saving the fucking day.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, she fucking saved the day. And I don't think that she's going to be in his cabinet. Like, I just don't think that that's something that she wants. I think she wants to be more local than, national in terms of political stuff. So I don't see her being in a cabinet position, but man, I would love to see her in some position, but I mean, she's got to do what she's got to do. I'm getting off track. This toast is for Kamala and for being the first Black Indian woman. And this is also for Joe. And yeah. Anything else?
For Leg 2020. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, good for you. Leg 2020. We did it, people. He wasn't our first choice, but we settled.
He did what needed to be done.
It's going to be much better than it has been. So let's just keep it real. Big things are going to happen. The whole nation has let out a sigh of relief.
Yes.
Maybe some haven't, but that's fine because clearly they're not the majority because Biden won the popular vote by a lot.
Oh, it feels so good to be the majority.
It does. It does. We were on the losing end for 4 years and we had to deal with some bullshit. So Yes,
girl.
it's time to raise our glasses and just, I just want to say that every fucking vote counts. If you didn't vote, don't talk to me.
Shame on you.
Ring the bell of shame.
Shame. Right. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Cheers. Oh.
I need a lime.
Oh, God.
It stings.
Oh, that was rough. I had no salt.
I was training for that my whole life when I used to do shots of Robitussin as a kid. So.
I had no lime, no salt. I was just barebacking it. Girl. Girl.
Ready for the reference.
Okay.
Ready for the reference. I didn't mean ew. I don't know. Something about that term,
it's a dirty
bareback.
Word. It's a dirty word.
It's like, I don't know. It just has like a very not like vile, but like quite dirty connotation to it. Like not dirty as in sexual dirty, as in like getting my hands dirty.
It's dirty, but let's get down to business. I mean, do you want to talk any more about the presidential stuff?
No, I think I've said everything I need to say. I will say, actually, I just want to shout out to all the people who got to celebrate in the streets. I thought that was really fucking cool to see. Whether it was outside of the White House or around all these various cities, like you saw the unity of people coming together off the streets to have these impromptu dance parties and celebrations. That is what, I don't know, that's what I mean when I say it was like a huge sigh, and some relief on all the tension that's been building up. And
it feels like a weight has been lifted off of me. And to be precise, a 270-pound weight. Yeah, and it feels fucking good. And I just, are we going to be perfect? Are we going to fix everything? Hell no. We've got a bunch of shit. But at the end of the day, I am just excited to have people in the fucking White House that know what the fuck that they're doing, or at least can put on a fucking facade of knowing what they're doing and just getting down to business and, being respected by other nations. I feel like every other nation in Trump's presidency was like, girl,
you're laughing at us.
Yes.
I do want to say that it took me a minute because I'm partially I had been so focused in on the presidential election that I wasn't even thinking about the cabinet and how, everything's going to change there. And I cannot tell you how excited I am not to see Betsy DeVos's stupid Umbridge looking ass anymore.
Get her the fuck out.
Called in the shots for education. I definitely foresee Biden putting somebody in there who has much better qualifications. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with tuition relief, because I'm sure you're still paying off your loans. I'm personally still paying off my loans. With this pandemic, it's been kind of scary. There has been a pause put on my loans, but we'll see what happens there. No more Bill Barr, the grimiest motherfucker that has ever been in that position. Truly, truly a grimy, evil human.
Well, I'm just
See you
happy,
later.
Jill Biden, she is a professor.
Doctor.
Yes, doctor. I'm sorry. Let me put some respect on that name. Mm-hmm. Dr. Jill Biden. Yeah, she's a professor, and she's still going to be working part-time, I believe. And so I don't know. Joe is not perfect by any means, but I do respect the fact that he puts people in positions that know what they're doing and surrounds himself by people that do know what they're doing. And I feel like the Department of Education is going to be something that's going to be really exciting to look at and see who they pick, because I think that she will have some influence in that. Don't you? Yep. I think she will be doing some talking about that. And I know her platform is also, going to be education, military, family focus, all that good stuff. So I'm excited. I feel really good. I feel really good.
Yeah. So big things coming.
Real hot girl shit. Okay. Enough of that.
Let's talk about Thanksgiving, Henny. Do you have any?
Gobble.
Do you have any like family traditions that we should go over?
Not necessarily traditions. I mean, okay. We're on TipTea podcast, so I can spill the real tea. Like, Thanksgiving's probably my favorite holiday of the year besides Halloween.
That's a hot take.
Yes, because it's food related and because I get to see family that I normally don't get to see every day. And so that's always so much fun. Like, I don't know, just as a kid, I love fucking Thanksgiving. I would always help my mom, cook. And I mean, I still do, when I can. And yeah, I mean, I love Thanksgiving. And to be honest, there is Thanksgiving and then there's Black Thanksgiving, and we have Black Thanksgiving.
I know Black Thanksgiving. Tell me about it.
I feel like you need to, it's definitely experience like everybody needs to be involved in, or at least go to once in their life. It's like, what's the thing, that Muslims do? They go do their pilgrimage thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Their Hajj. Why are you talking about that?
I feel like this is
their fucking their trip to their family's house every year, and that is like their Hajj.
Yes, but I'm saying they need to come visit
their Mecca Hajj.
They need to come to Black Thanksgiving. That's the Mecca in America.
Oh my God, I love that. Actually, it's a religious experience and eye opening. So you're saying, those parallels are there.
Let me just set the scene. Let me set the stage.
Okay.
First of all, food-wise, I mean, I'm not going to hate on any other races because at the end of the day, I know plenty of Black people that can't cook. That being said, we do throw down. Us Black people can cook and season food, and I just do need to take the time to recognize those individuals.
Tell me about an authentic, Black Thanksgiving dish.
Well, first of all, we don't use stovetop for our dressing.
Okay.
It's, cornbread. It's legit, the real shit. So that's the first key difference. And I'm not saying all white people use stovetop. I'm not, but, I just want you to know that if you do use stovetop, you're canceled. You need to stop. Please do not use stovetop. Throw that shit away. Cook your stuffing, dressing, which, by the way, I'm going to use that word interchangeably. Dressing. Okay,
because I wasn't sure, but I thought when you said stovetop, I was thinking immediately about stuffing. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, I use it So stuffing, from what I believe, stuffing goes inside the turkey, but the dressing is the same exact stuff, but just not in the turkey. From what I understand, but I use them interchangeably. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, no, that is probably my favorite thing that my mom cooks. Fucking amazing. Just I could eat a whole tray of dressing. And we also do collard greens, and those are fucking delicious. We do a turkey, we do a ham, we do mac and cheese, but we bake the mac and cheese and
okay,
gooey cheese, you do
casserole.
Yes, and you do macaroni, cheese, butter, macaroni, cheese, but layer it and then
in a pot.
And then you put breadcrumbs on top, and then you put that shit in the girl. That shit is fire. So yeah, no, I mean, Black Thanksgiving is just a completely different level. So food wise, yeah, it's on a different level. Black Thanksgiving, let's say that dinner is supposed to start at like 5:00. Well, it's definitely not going to start at 5:00 because Black people can't fucking show up to anything on time. So it's more like 7:30.
Is it a come as you go, like come and go situation?
8:00. Yeah.
8:00. I would have eaten by then, honestly. I'm not waiting on anyone. If the food's out, I'm helping myself.
The thing is like we try to wait, but then at the end of the day, like, we're like, fuck it, we're still going to eat. So, we'll eat, but, somebody says, I'm going to be there at 5:00. They don't show up. They're on Black people time. So,
and for our listeners who don't know what Black people time is, Robert, can you elaborate?
That means just showing up whenever the fuck you want, pretty much.
Okay. That means, okay. So I've been living on Black people time. Got it.
Wait, Black people time is when you say that you're going to be there at 5:00 and 5:00 shows up and you're just getting in the shower.
Okay. So yeah, apparently my watch has been set to Black people time this whole, whole experience, this whole life.
So yeah. And then, I mean, like also like the atmosphere in Black Thanksgiving, like, all the extended families coming around, having a good time. Everybody's drinking, talking shit. And that's the thing I love, the Thanksgiving clapbacks, which means like, okay, so Thanksgiving clapbacks are like these memes. Have you ever seen them?
I mean, no, I don't. Maybe I have, because, I am an internet meme queen, but they only come around once a year, so I feel like
they're like insults. Niche. So like let me see if I can pull one up. But like, these people make these memes and it's like, everybody's like, that's really funny. And I'm like, this is real life. Like this is my fucking Thanksgiving. Just fucking family insulting family. Let's see. Let me find something. Okay, so there's this meme I just found, and it says, Aunt says, that's your third plate. And then me says, that's your third husband.
So that shit is jugular. Like,
yes, like going for the throat.
Yeah, if shit could fucking kill, like that is the epitome of sass. Okay, we should definitely save that because we're going to post that on our Instagram
I found another
page.
one.
I love that.
I found another. Okay, your tattoos are a lifetime commitment. Me, but your marriage wasn't.
Well,
girl, coming for TT like that.
I was going to say the tea is hot today. Damn, if that shit's going down at the family Thanksgiving, somebody's been holding in that shit
all year.
All year, just waiting for this moment to pop off and say, I wish you would. Say one thing. I'm ready. I'm locked and loaded.
So yeah, no, that is the Thanksgiving, the Black Thanksgiving. But I don't think, from what I understand, we're not doing like a big Thanksgiving, or at least I'm not. We're just going to do like immediate family. And then if other people start showing up, I'm probably going to pop out because, COVID's still a thing.
Yeah. I'm wondering how things are going to be with COVID this year, because our family's still going to get together. Today I was hanging out with some friends and they were saying like, we're not really like getting with the grandparents at all because X, Y, and Z reason. So I feel like a lot of people's grandparents are going to either be on a Zoom call, Lord help them, trying to set that up. Or, there's going to be some sort of separation. Like people will call each other early in the morning and then like not really get together, which makes me sad.
Yeah.
My family never has really like done anything crazy for Thanksgiving. So I don't really have any clapback moments, which is a little depressing because it sounds like that's a great time. I would be in the corner just like watching it all go down and possibly, fueling the fire a little bit. But
what's your favorite Thanksgiving meal or side, or what's your favorite?
Okay, well, I'm kind of a basic bitch. I love mashed potatoes if you do them right.
Now, that's Tim's favorite too. So he loves potatoes. So yeah,
yeah, like you can't fuck up a potato. Like you can,
you can't fuck up mashed potatoes.
But that's the thing. Like even somebody serves me like a shitty mashed potato dish, I know how to fix it in 2 seconds. Give me some butter and salt. Like, and
salt,
I will
pepper, butter. Yeah.
Like
that's
whatever
true.
kind of garnish we got, like let's fucking dice it up and like mix it in there. Let's get some aromatics in there, and it's a party.
Now, do you like chunks in your mashed potatoes? I do.
And this is funny because like I come from a family who loves chunky potatoes. No, I don't. I think I'm a little bit bougie.
I like creamy.
I was going to say I've been blessed to be able to go to some nice steakhouses in my time. And once I had first tried a creamy mashed potato, there was no going back, a creamy garlic mash that like has some sort of like sour cream or something in it.
Put some chives on top. Oh, girl.
Right. Pussy's wet. Like immediately shut it down. Like, please leave me alone with these mashed potatoes, So, I mean, I can't go back after that. But my question for you, and I wonder if we're on the same page here, is dark meat or white meat for the turkey?
I have no preference. I like both. I honestly like both. I like dark meat. Because the dark meat has like the flavor.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was going to say is dark meat all the way.
Yeah.
I was fucking with that like breast for the longest time until somebody handed me like a fucking drumstick, which I believe is dark meat. I think you consider that dark meat.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh shit, I've been chewing on this fucking dry ass breast for years.
Now I will say, if
now
you cook
spaghetti and gravy, trying to save my aunt's dish. It's not my aunt, but somebody in my family probably made it. But you know what? You know what does make it better? My uncle started doing this years back. He got a fryer and he took this shit seriously.
I like fried. I like baked. But like at the end of the day,
baking, you're going to spend 8 hours cooking a fucking bird? No, I'm sorry.
At the end of the day, I think the white meat is totally, I will eat white meat. It just depends how.
I mean, you're married to white meat.
Girl, I love white. I love my white people. I go to therapy about this. We talk. No.
Okay, we're cutting deep. We're cutting real deep now. That's the tequila talking.
Have you seen the Pocahontas meme where it's these white men are dangerous, and then it's me, and then it's Pocahontas on top of John Smith, like making out with them? I'm like, that's literally my life.
You bringing Tim to the first family outing?
That's literally my life. I will say white meat is good. I will eat white meat. I like dark meat more. It has more flavor, but white meat is good if you cook it right. And you could fuck it up and it could be dry. But if you know what you're fucking doing, I mean, white meat can be just as delicious. Like, yeah. So it's totally dependent on the chef. I put that on if the breast tastes nasty, that's because, the person making it didn't know what the fuck that they were doing.
That's true.
That being said, I love me some dark meat. And in the dressing and stuff, like that's the most important. Like, I like dark meat in my dressing. And my favorite part of cooking Thanksgiving. So we'll take a whole chicken, we'll boil it, and then take it out like once it's cooked. And then for the dressing, I'll take the chicken and like by hand, like debone the meat off the bone. And it's so cathartic. Like, I love it. Like, it's like therapy. Like it's my favorite part of Thanksgiving is like taking the meat off of the chicken. Like,
and then
look at my finger.
Yep.
Girl.
Yes, ma'am.
And then my dogs are looking at me like I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, no, the dogs would be like literally staring at you, waiting for you to drop any fucking piece
drooling.
of anything. Right.
Ugh.
God. fucking damn it. Well, this year, Thanksgiving, obviously, like we said, is going to look a little different. I don't think my family's doing anything. I'm not going to lie to you. At some point in time, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, we started ordering all of our Thanksgiving out.
That's fine.
No longer fuck with slaving all day in the kitchen, which is great.
My mom sometimes orders like sides and stuff, like a couple sides.
Okay, and I'm not proud to say this because fuck Jeff Bezos, but we've ordered from Whole Foods for the past like 2-3 years, and it's not bad, but like, you know, Amazon bought out Whole Foods, and now I'm just kind of like bitter because I feel like at every point of, you know, monetary gain, like I'm investing in him somehow, and I hate that because nobody needs that much money. But
I think this year because of COVID and like I don't know if I think we did talk. You talked about it last episode. You know, if you can go and support local restaurants. I haven't looked extensively yet. I'm going to do some digging and find like a restaurant that I know is fucking delicious. And like, if they have anything, I might order a side or two, just like because you know, A, it's helping out, and B, I'll fucking eat it. So. Might as well.
I'm going to do a subtle plug then real quick for, well, not so subtle because it's obviously going to be super direct, but for if you live in the Chicago land area, Publican Quality Meats is doing sides, including, Publican Quality Meats and Publican.
This episode's going to be like the day before Thanksgiving.
Okay, well, never mind then.
But we could plug it on our fucking...
shout out to your local places and support them. Maybe you can order some bread from them and make turkey sandwiches for the next week with your fucking leftovers. I don't know.
Oh, girl. Leftovers. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about leftovers. How we should ask our guests about how, you know, we can take our leftovers and remake them into something delicious. You know, should we save that?
Maybe we need to save the leftovers because I was looking at, he's doing like the Thanksgiving dinner thing, and the whole point of doing it is to cut back on leftovers. And I'm like, bitch, that's the best part. I love fucking leftovers. Like, I will be eating that shit for 2 to 3 days.
But the thing is that turkey really gets you sleepy, and I don't like to be sleepy. Like, I don't like a groggy day, so I try not to get.
Here's the thing. The next day, also, I know, at least for me, I'm privileged in the fact that I don't have to work the day after Thanksgiving or Saturday or Sunday. So, I mean, I could be sleepy. Like, I'm not going to be fucking doing anything anyway. So those 2 to 3 days that are going to be used for leftovers, I'm not going to be working. So I might as well just fucking be in a food coma for the next 4 days.
Yeah, true.
But man, I think leftovers are probably better than the actual meal. Like, the flavors just get to sleep overnight and marinate and do their things. And then the next day you put that shit in the microwave, salt and pepper, hot sauce, like, girl. Yeah.
What hot sauce?
Crystals.
Okay. I mean, that's cute.
What's your hot sauce?
Sriracha, baby.
That's not hot sauce.
It's hot sauce. It's hot sauce. It's chili sauce.
It's so chili. I just don't consider, like, I mean, I guess, yes. I don't know.
I mix that with a little QP mayo and make myself like a chili mayo. Like
I love sriracha.
An aioli. When a fucking bougie white person calls a mayo an aioli. Chef's kiss.
No, I love sriracha, but I don't know. Hot sauce needs to be like, in my mind, I consider it has to be vinegary.
Okay. That makes sense.
So, like, I hate Tabasco because it's too vinegary and like it just tastes like shit. And then Frank's is good, but it's almost, I don't know, it's too buffalo-y. Like,
I was gonna say it's like a buffalo moment.
Yeah, I like Crystal because it's like, it's Louisiana. It's vinegary, but not, it doesn't taste like fucking vinegar, and it's spicy, and, you know.
Yeah.
I will put that shit in my purse. You know.
Okay. Hot sauce in the bag.
So yeah, no, I fucking love leftovers. I think they're the best part of Thanksgiving meal. Like, it's better than the actual meal. But I do want to get his thoughts because I'm just curious. So we'll wait and see. But yeah, anything else we need to talk about before?
I just have one question.
Okay.
Are they going to do the Thanksgiving Day parade this year? Are they going to do the Puppy Bowl?
I don't know.
I feel like the Puppy Bowl might still go on because it's not like an sporting event or
doesn't the Puppy Bowl go during like the Super Bowl?
Oh, no, I thought the puppy. Don't they do something? Or no. You know what I'm confusing it with? The fucking dog show. The dog show.
Yeah.
I actually love the dog show. I would watch that every fucking year. I didn't really fuck with the parade because, like, I don't care about that commentary and I don't care about that lip syncing like that fucking people will do. Like, it's just stupid. I do like the marching bands though, but I don't think any of that's going to happen. Like, what are they going to do? Walk down the street to an empty street? Like,
yeah, I guess maybe, or maybe they'll block off the streets and then do and then have it just televised. Like, I don't know.
No, and there's usually a football game on. That'll probably still happen. But I don't know. It's going to be different either way.
Have you ever seen the movie Best in Show?
Of course I have.
Okay, good. I was going to say if you haven't. Okay.
It's a great mockumentary. Such
a good fucking movie. But that you just reminded me about that. Yeah, I think unless you have anything else.
No, I think it's time to bring in our guest.
All right. So we are going to refill our cocktails, fix our wigs, put on some makeup. And when we come back, we will be talking with our guest, Santo. And I don't know, do you want to give a little spiel about how you know Santo?
Yeah, so Santo and I think it's Santo. I always called him Santo, by the way.
Maybe, okay, Santo.
Yes.
Santo. That's my O'Fallon coming out. Santo.
I was going to say, you got to do the hard A. The Santo, honey. So he and I actually worked together at one of the Chicago restaurants that I used to be a part of. Since gone separate ways, and since been doing some really cool things with food, his food blog, and he has a really great dinner series. So we're going to talk to him about all things food, all things restaurant industry, and just Thanksgiving in general. So I can't wait to hear what he's got to say.
We're going deep. All right. We will see you in a bit. Bye. TipTea is presented by...
Wait, Robert, we don't have any sponsors.
Shit. Well, let's go to plan B. Are you a local business or restaurant located in St. Louis or Chicago that is looking for some promotion?
Does the sound of our voices sound like cash flowing into your bank account?
If you said yes to any of these, then please email us at tipteapod.robert@gmail.com for further info.
Please sponsor us so we don't have to sell our souls to Jenny Craig. Welcome back, you turkeys. We have a very special guest today, my good friend Santo Scavuzzo. He is here to tell us all about his fabulous food blog, La Faguette. And he also hosts this really dope dinner series called Je Suis Supper Club. Welcome, Santo.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
We're so excited to have you. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Hell yeah. So we just want to hear all about what you got going on in your life. We're really excited to talk about your super dope food blog. Robert actually made something from there today for dinner. So he got a little taste of what you had putting out in the world. But let's just start with, tell us about yourself. Tell us about where this all came to be and your background and what we can share with the world about you.
Yeah, so I am from the Chicago suburbs, born and raised. Went to school for dance performance, and always worked in restaurants because it's just really easy when you need to take off a rehearsal or a performance or switch your shift with someone to be in a field where you can do that. And it's so easy it's very flexible. The schedules are very flexible in restaurants. So I've always been serving and have always been very interested in the kitchen. I grew up in a big Italian family. So the kitchen was always where we were, and it's where I would always gravitate toward at work. So dancing and serving and very interested in food. And then when I kind of got out of the dance scene, then it turned more into food. And that's when I started Je Suis Supper Club with some really wonderful people. Then after that, I went to France for a while. I did a little Instagram story where it was a Faguette eating a baguette. And then I had this idea for the food blog, and that's that.
I love that. So
yeah, long story short, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know you were a dancer. That's so cool. What kind of dance did you do?
Yeah, I studied ballet, modern, and jazz because you have to. And then my focus was in modern dance, and I danced professionally for Same Planet, Different World here in Chicago for several years, and danced for Randy Duncan, who, if you've ever seen is it Julia Stiles movie, Save the Last Dance?
Oh my
he
God.
choreographed that.
How dare you name drop such a name and such a film? Oh my God, I'm shooketh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, she danced for a little bit.
We love a white man with some rhythm, so bring it, honey.
Yeah, and a little bit of booty from all that dancing. So,
so question. Earlier we were talking about Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
and we were talking about Black Thanksgiving. So can you kind of give me an idea of what like Italian Thanksgiving looks like? Because I feel like it is probably very similar in that there's a lot of family that's usually around, and it's like a huge family gathering. So there's lots of, drama and laughs, drinks, like all the good stuff. So like, can you kind of explain to us what that looks like?
Absolutely. So basically, Italian anything is like traditional American, I guess you could say, fare. Like Thanksgiving, we have turkey and stuffing and ham and mashed potatoes. And then we also have like ravioli and meatballs and sausage.
Yeah.
Ravioli. It's like you have like your very American traditional stuff, and then you have your very Italian American traditional stuff, like your what we call gravy, the red sauce.
So what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish or plate?
I live for stuffing.
Okay.
Oh, that's me too. Then me too.
It is. Yeah, it's my favorite thing, and it's very hit or miss. Everyone kind of has their own, and for me, that's my favorite thing because it's literally I only ever eat stuffing on Thanksgiving.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so we were talking about this earlier. And I had said that I use stuffing and dressing interchangeably, right? Because like stuffing's like inside the turkey and dressing is like a dish of that. Is that correct?
I honestly don't know. I'm
pretty sure.
Like my family, I only know it as stuffing. Like that's what my family calls it. But I've definitely heard dressing, and like, I don't know that there's technically a difference, or if it's just like, Yeah,
I just use it interchangeably. Like, but yes, like that is my favorite. That's my favorite part of the meal. And like, I was telling Layla, if you use stovetop for your dressing or stuffing or whatever you want to call it, you need to be banished. I'm not about
how it works. Yeah,
I'm not about it.
I don't know the first thing about stuffing, like how to make it. So, I'm not going to be above a stovetop moment, but let's be honest, like
It
You know,
also can be like the
basic instruction, and I can handle it.
It's the easiest thing ever.
Yeah.
It's incredibly simple.
Yeah. What makes good stuffing, though? Like, in your opinion, in your humble opinion?
I have an answer for this, but yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion, just cooking in general is like simple. If it's simple and it's done right, then it's going to be good. Mm-hmm. And for me, that's what it is. You have your stuffing that's inside the turkey or chicken, and then you have the stuffing that's outside of it. And like, there's a little flavor difference because one cooked inside the cavity of a bird and one didn't. But yeah, I think that like just cooking in general, like we got really into like what's it called, like micro gastro something cooking. I don't even know, where there's like foams and all that shit, and it's like, no, just simple good cooking.
I think at the end of the day, yeah, it's like simple cooking, and it sounds like so fucking cheesy, but like putting your heart and soul in it.
Love is an ingredient.
Yes, it is. It is.
Absolutely.
So, Santo, what are your plans this year? What are you going to be cooking up? Are you going to do, like, are you all for like a traditional Thanksgiving meal, or do you like to change it up? Do you like to do, I mean, you obviously love, stuffing on Thanksgiving, but are you the type of person that like might do like a pasta dish or something, out of the ordinary?
I don't think that's something, crazy to do. I might do that. It depends. Yeah. We also still haven't decided like what we're going to do. If it's just going to be my partner and me, or if it's going to be like immediate family because of, everything that's happening. But I did just put out the little recipe monthly newsletter for La Faguette is called the Food Porn Flyer. Mm-hmm. And for this month's Food Porn Flyer, it was Thanksgiving for 2 to 4. So I scaled down literally every dish for 2 to 4 people. So instead of turkey chicken, because of course it's smaller, and then, just a smaller version of stuffing, of mac and cheese, of green bean casserole, of a salad. And I hate eating cranberries, but I feel like they're part of the traditional meal. So I made a cranberry cocktail so you can get drunk while you're doing all of it.
Yes. I was going to say, when do the drinks come in?
Mm-hmm.
So what is your hot take? What is your hot take on Thanksgiving leftovers?
Oh, I love them. Okay. I love them, but I think that, different topic, but like food waste in America is ridiculous.
Yes.
I definitely want there to be leftovers. But if you were making a, 9x13 casserole dish of all of these sides and a turkey, I think it would be wasteful if you're doing a smaller gathering.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like a way to just kind of, you have leftovers. You're going to have like for 2 to 4 people. With 4 people, we had some leftovers. And like, although they are really awesome, I think it's just a little more important to not be wasteful.
I'm all about it. Like, you have to kind of change with the times, and like right now, yes, like you said, with the pandemic and everything, we're not going to be having hopefully not having large gatherings of people. So I think that's very smart to kind of curtail that and do recipes that are portion controlled, and so that we're not wasting shit. But exactly. I do love leftovers.
Me too.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, so good.
Yeah, we were wondering if you had any dope ideas for a way, because after the 3rd day, if I have extra food, I'm not going to throw it out, but I'm probably going to be not excited about eating the same shit. So is there a way for me to take turkey or chicken, a protein, and amp it up? Do you have any ideas?
Give it to Klaus.
Well,
Kathy, give it to my cat.
Kathy, my mom, always makes soup. There's turkey. There's always turkey soup after.
Oh, what? That's a great idea.
Yes.
I fuck with that.
I love it.
I love soup. What kind of soup? Are we talking a chicken or a veggie broth and just some simple dumplings inside, or?
Yeah, I mean, really, the possibilities are endless. I think she always puts barley in hers.
Yes.
And definitely like boiling down she takes like all the meat off of the turkey and then boils the bones to make the broth or the stock, and then builds the soup around that.
So is your mom like a huge cook as well?
Yeah, both of my parents are. Both of my parents are.
Holler to both parents that can cook. Like,
yeah, they both worked not 9 to 5 jobs, but they both worked full-time jobs when we were growing up. And my dad just so happened to get off of work before my mom, so he cooked Monday through Friday, and my mom cooked on the weekends.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, and she's of Polish descent, and my dad's of Italian descent. Classic Chicago combination.
Yes.
Yeah. So some really, really good food growing up.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Bosnians are not like that. We just have like a few meat and potato dishes, and that's all she wrote.
Oh, but that's so good too.
So I want to kind of dive deep into this blog that you're working on, this La Faguette. So I love it. Like
there's no fucking like beating around the bush here. We're obsessed with it.
I fucking love it. I made this creamy mushroom stroganoff tonight, and it was so fucking good. My husband, by the way, wanted me to tell you that it was bomb.com.
I appreciate that.
So I love the whole idea about it, but like I kind of wanted to get like your kind of perspective about it, because like I love it. I think that the brand, the name, like it's provocative, and with food and stuff, I feel like we do kind of play it safe in terms of the type of people that we want to attract. Right. To like our recipes and stuff. And I really like that, you've kind of made your own space, with this. It's provocative, and you're bringing in a different crowd. And like, I was reading, so for our listeners, like I was, when you go on the blog and you're picking out a recipe and you're reading the instructions, it's just not like a typical recipe. So like I want to like read this. So during this recipe that I was making tonight, one of the directions said, okay, let me see.
Oh God.
Okay. Pour in white wine and turn up the heat. Bring to a boil and cook wine all the way the fuck out. Completely evaporate it until mushrooms and onions start to brown. We're building flavor here, people. Like, let me just tell you, I fucking love that. Like, it just speaks to me. It's like real talk. Like, I want my directions to be for me. And I kind of just explain like your whole idea and perspective, because I love it. Like,
thank you. I wanted it to be like I was in your kitchen helping instruct you what to do. I'm always looking at I'm always cooking. I was always cooking. So even before I started the blog, I'm searching recipes to be like, oh, okay, like, what can I make? What can I take from this one? What can I take from this one? It really struck me when I was, after a while, after looking at all these recipes and looking at all these blogs, it's like, the one commonality was that they were all run by straight white women.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Not that there's a problem with that, but it's just
Sure, no, but it's like, where, and I think that I'm sure that there are other queer blogs, and because I'm finding them as I have mine, and, making friends on Instagram, that they do exist, but those ones that are showing up and that are at the head of the line are straight white women.
That's
so
right.
I wanted to break things up.
I love it.
I absolutely think you've done that. I want to say that. Also, I think that the way that you present like the actual recipes themselves, I can speak for myself and other people when I say that how many times have you gone to those fucking, like, either be it, you start at a Pinterest and then you find a recipe and then you get there and you have to read through some white woman's fucking autobiography before you can get to the fucking recipe. And thank God for the skip to recipe button, because before that we were like, okay, I'm sorry, Karen, like I need to like move on with my life. I do not care about your grandmother and like all this other shit that you're trying to like unload on me. It's a lot of pressure for me to read this. I came here for a fucking recipe.
I like a little description, but at the end of the day, like you're completely right. Like it should not be a autobiography about how your cat inspired this recipe when they threw up that one time in January.
And you match the color and it takes you to a memory.
Yeah, exactly.
No thanks.
Exactly. Yeah. I love that yours is not exactly that. Also, you're incorporating a lot of flavors here, and I feel like you're really making people like step out of their comfort zone, and like one of your actually quite a few of your recipes call for things that, are not something that you're going to find at like a Walmart. You know what I mean? You might need to go find your local Asian grocery store, which is super dope. Because it's pushing people to go try, different flavors and learn to work with different ingredients and learn what they like outside of a fucking, regular meat and potato style. So I think that's
too spicy.
Yeah, too spicy.
Oh
I can't eat, man. This is sugar.
Oh shit.
White people and their spice, though.
Oh my God, tell me about it. Oh,
yeah. As a white woman, I can say we're the worst.
But
yes, and as a white man, I agree and can say that as well.
Mm-hmm. I will say, I just love how different races have their spice tolerance, because like Tim, for a white guy, he likes spicy food. He loves spicy food, in fact. And I love spicy food. So out of the two of us, like maybe I have a little more of a spice tolerance, but go to a Thai restaurant, and with my spice level, like I was very humbled when I was like, oh yeah, I'll get like, when they say the 1 out of 5, like how spicy do you want it? 5 being the highest. And you go, oh, I want a 4. And then you get it and you're like, I can't even fucking eat this shit because it is so fucking spicy.
Okay. For me, when I go to like a Thai restaurant, I have 9 out of 10 times I look for the spicy thing on the menu. I want to be crying while I'm eating my food. I love spicy food.
I love it, but it's like it's almost too hot to where like I can't like. There is such a thing as like, oh my, like when white people are like, oh, this is too hot. And I'm like, girl, like you can deal with it. And then like you eat something that is too hot and you're like, there's no way I can't they take spice on a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So saying though that 9 out of 10 times when I'm trying to order this spicy thing, the spiciest thing that I found on the menu, they'll be like, are you sure? And I'll be like, yeah. And they're like, no, are you really sure? Because we know that there was a Karen or whatever the male equivalent is that sent it back because they thought they wanted something spicy and it was on a whole other level.
So, when you say that, they go into the back, they go to the kitchen and they're like, another white boy ordered a 5.
Little do they know.
Yeah, you're really giving them like a 2.
Now, have you guys had been to High Five Ramen?
Oh, I have been. I have not taken Robert there yet, but he would love it.
Oh, it's my favorite ramen spot in Chicago, and they have, Layla, I'm sure you've seen it, like that spiciest level of ramen where they tell you on the menu not to order it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So don't even think about it. We prep this, but we don't want you to eat it.
So then when you do order it, like I have, they tell you that okay, first they try to talk you out of it, and then if you still order it, they say that they will not take it off the bill again because
which they should not. I get it.
But have all of us worked in the restaurant industry?
Yes.
Robert, you have?
Mm-hmm. I was a server. I was a host. Girl.
Oh my God, I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Yeah.
Girl,
so
back in the day.
We know that someone was trying to return their food because it was too something for them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So I'm completely fine with that. You know, if they say you're not going to get your money back if you eat, like, we're warning you that it's hot. If you want to take your stupidity and still order the shit and then have the audacity to return it, we're not going to give you your money back. So I'm all about it.
I am too. I love it.
Now, I do want to talk about there is this taboo issue that I have with your love for American cheese, and I will let you step on your soapbox and defend.
My nipple just got hard. Yes, go ahead.
I will let you get on your soapbox and sell American cheese to me.
Yeah.
You may go.
So I think that when I was younger, it was definitely, there's a part of nostalgia that's connected to it. And I definitely had a reign where I was like, oh, I'm going to have a blue cheeseburger and I only want cheddar and you only have American cheese. Like, what are you trying to do to me? And then as I became more exposed to other types of food and other flavor profiles, I think that that's really where American cheese comes in for me, is more of a flavor profile. It has a distinct flavor that like other cheeses don't have, and it has a like meltability factor, probably because it's completely fake, that also other cheeses don't have. So I love it, and I think that there's definitely a time and place for it. I don't think that it should be on everything, but I think that it definitely belongs in some dishes, including instant ramen.
I'm very intrigued by that. I'm very intrigued by that.
I will try it because I trust you, and I trust you, but I'm not about it.
It's for instant ramen. It's for the broth. You definitely want to like put it on top. You want to take your Instagrammable picture, and then you want to completely incorporate it into the broth.
Yeah.
Question: So St. Louis? I don't know. Have you ever been to St. Louis?
This question. I'm excited.
What? Wait. What?
Have you ever been to St. Louis?
A long time ago for dance, and my partner's trying to get me to go back there because he went there for undergrad. So,
when you come visit,
but probably I haven't been to Ben.
When you come visit after COVID, let me know, and we'll show you a good time.
Love it.
However, my question to you is: are you familiar with Provel cheese?
Oh no, I don't think so.
Also fake cheese.
It's also fake. I feel like you would love it. I fucking hate it. If somebody had a gun to me and was like, you need to eat a block of American cheese or this block of Provel.
Googling it right
now. I am going to pick American cheese because Provel is literal garbage.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's like just manufactured
bullshit.
It's
plastic, but people love it.
But I do fuck with it on an emo slice. I do.
I'm
okay.
That's
like literally the first thing that shows up is Emo's Pizza Provel cheese.
Yeah.
So when you come to St. Louis,
you can either come to St. Louis and try it with us and, eat al fresco, or you can order it and have it delivered and do some research and see how you can incorporate a Provel moment into your life.
Well, I'm very excited about this.
Yes. Expand your horizons.
It's so nasty.
I also love a good, I think that like part of my brand is like a good high-low moment. So I really can appreciate like what someone would consider maybe not the fanciest ingredient, but maybe you treat it in a way that is kind of fancy. I think
I'm about high. I totally get what you're saying. Like the high, the low, like curl, because I've been at my high and I've been at my low, and the lows were a learning experience.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of bougie with food. But fuck, American cheese just really upsets my soul. Like, it's not even like a low. It's like, this is like marking Trump on my ballot. Like, it hurts my soul.
And listen, okay, so this is this is a perfect example of, listen, I can totally appreciate that. If American cheese is disgusting to you, that's totally fine. However, if marriage equality is disgusting for you, then it's, you know what I mean? Like this whole difference of opinions is not that's a difference of opinion. Me loving American cheese and you not. You know, that the whole other
over human rights.
Yes.
It's not the same.
No, it's not the same.
My favorite thing is when people go, we could still be friends.
No, we cannot.
No, we can't.
No, we can't. Actually, honey, I already blocked you on every social media, so we literally can't be friends.
No.
Racism,
not the same.
homophobia, transphobia,
xenophobia. Yes.
Those are non-negotiables. Like, I don't understand. Like, if I was single right now and I was going on dates, I feel like this would be a great time because, like, I would just be asking those really ball-busting questions. Like, so tell me, how do you feel about Black Lives Matter? Did you vote for Trump? Like, I need to know all the tea. Like, there's no time to like not dive deep and get into it.
Or maybe you can like break it up with like, hey, tell me how you feel about the BLM movement and how do you feel about American cheese?
Yeah.
And like, I think that's going to be really fucking telling about someone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Look, at the end of the day, I will still suck the dick of somebody that loves American cheese. But I mean, am I going to have a little bit of trust issues? Yes. It's going to fuck me up.
Remorse? You're not going to have
fair.
It's am I going to have to talk about it in therapy? You bet your ass. Like, we will be talking about it. But I could get over it.
Exactly. The other issue, not so much.
Not so much, no.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
All right, Santo, I have a serious question for you. I am currently perusing said blog, and
yes, lay it on me.
The category is drinks. What's going on there? What's coming up? I'm on the edge of my seat.
It is I had to. Oh, where do I? Okay, so this goes back to Thanksgiving for 2 to 4. I haven't had any drinks on the blog yet, but I think that it is something that I want to pursue. And so drinks will be, the first one is the Cranberry Rosé Holiday Punch.
Yes!
It's for the Thanksgiving for, 2 to 4. So it'll be up there, and just like a really easy thing that's going to get you tipsy and tolerate your family, and you're not going to have to be making drinks to order, which no one wants to do on the holidays because we've been cooking so much.
I agree. I agree. Maybe there's a possible future collab with like TipTea and the drink portion of your recipes. I mean, Robert and I have been brainstorming some ideas. Like maybe we can come up with a signature cocktail.
I don't drink.
Oh yeah. You drink as
Alcohol
much as a fish does.
Does not touch these lips.
So there, we can do an alcoholic version and a mocktail.
Yeah, because his butt's pregnant. He can't drink right now. Okay.
I got it.
I'm 3 weeks pregnant. No, I totally.
Congrats.
Thank you. I love the food portion. I love the drink portion. So Layla was briefly telling me about these dinner parties.
Yes.
I told her to not give me too many details because I wanted you to kind of explain it, but like to kind of give you some background, with me, like, and food, just like our relationship. So I love food, but I think the most important thing to me when I think about food is the experience. And that's probably more important to me than the food. Like, surrounding yourself with people that you want to be surrounded with, talking shit, drinking. Like, yes, the food is very, very important, but I think it's just like the experience. So I'm really interested to hear about these dinner parties because it sounds fucking fabulous.
It is. That's so true. The experience is so important. And I think that there are a couple of elements that all come into play when you're having dinner. And that is, as crazy as it might sound, it's, of course, the food. That's what you're eating. The drink is important. I worked at a restaurant that had an amazing James Beard award-winning chef, but the cocktail program was atrocious, and so it's like so all the dots aren't connecting. So I think that food is important, drink is important, the ambiance, the lighting, and the music plays a part in it because it's all sensory. And the who's at your table is so important. We are a reimagination of the supper club, and the supper club is, it's like a fish fry or it's steak and potatoes, but it's very specific. We went to one in Wisconsin just to do some research, and it's simple. It's very simple, and it is in parts of they started in Wisconsin where it's predominantly a white community. And I think that people think of a supper club or more so an underground supper club, which is what we are. And people think like what I call tweezer food, where they're garnishing your plate with a tweezer to have it look artistic and like a work of art. That's definitely a thing, and that's cool. So there's that, and I think that that's very white dominant. And I think that the supper club in Wisconsin is in a rural area, and that's also white dominant. So we wanted to bring this high-low, again, going back to that, more casual, but like really treating the ingredients well, and it's our interpretation of a supper club, and having people at the table that are of different background and races and sexes and just a really diverse table, because then the conversation is diverse. And it's one of my favorite things is to hear me being in the kitchen cooking, and to hear the conversation at the table there's nothing like it. There's no high like it.
The conversation, you're cooking and you hear, oh my God, this food tastes like shit.
Yes, exactly. I love that.
This is horrible. What do you do? Do you keep cooking? Do you say get the fuck out? Like,
no, you keep think if I did hear that, then I don't know what I would do.
No, I love that. And here's the thing, like, in different aspects, not just like food, but I think we do forget about the food scene and everything. Like, we have to make food accessible to everybody and make it, bring everybody to the table and make them feel like they're comfortable and like, you know, feel wanted. And, I love that idea. I totally am on with it. And when COVID's not a big thing, me and Layla will definitely be going, and
I love that. Yeah,
a good time. Yeah, I cannot wait
to have you guys. I can't wait to pick back up. You know, it really sucks. We've canceled a couple of events because of it, and that's completely fair. It was agreeable on both sides, and you know, when things are safe again, then we'll pick up again. And you know, all of us that are there's 6 of us. It's myself, Amanda, who is the chef de cuisine, Nicole is the musician. Well, there's live music because, of course, part of the ambiance. And she's basically like the general manager. Brian, who is an amazing cook, is part of the team. And Aaron, who does our drinks. There's a cocktail hour, and then dessert is always paired with a dessert drink, and he is so incredibly magical. And then Carly, who helps with the wine pairings, and it's just an amazing team that I can't imagine working without them. But they each bring something so fantastic to the table.
I love it. So, tell us about your guy. Does he cook?
No, it could be further from it. Oh my God, he's gonna kill me, but also it's the truth. So whatever.
So like Tim, when we first started dating, we were cooking, and I cannot remember what it was. I know the thing. One of the things that he was cooking. So he made these fucking instant noodle, like pasta things that you put in, boil some water, put the packet in the water, and then it cooks.
Okay, so wait, but we're not talking about ramen? Or
no, it's not ramen. It's like fettuccine Alfredo or some shit. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like those packets.
Yes, like Lipton.
Yes. So he was making.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm.
He's making one of those, and I guess for some reason the thing was too hot, and he fucking spilled this watery noodle thing all over the fucking stovetop and on the floor. And this was like one of our first dates, and I think he was cooking for me for the first time. And I guess he was like so worried. He was like, oh my God, like I completely just like fucked up. This is like atrocious. And I was just looking at this like, I love a hot mess. Like, this is great.
I love it in my man, and I love it in my food.
It was great. And I will say that like, he wasn't a big chef when we first started dating, but like we've been together for a little over 6 years, and he's really stepped it up. Like I'm very proud. Like he's a chef in his own way.
That's amazing. Yeah. No, not here.
Not here. Not in that house.
I was gonna say, is he doing the dishes after you make dinner?
Yes, and that's like the kind of just like the unspoken agreement that I guess has been spoken about. It's just a thing.
If I was with someone that was like a chef, I probably wouldn't fucking be cooking either. Like, I will do the dishes. don't worry, I'll do the dishes. I will clean up. Give some sucky to, thank you for the meal.
Yes, there it is.
But, if I had a chef, I probably wouldn't be fucking cooking either. So
yeah. And
I
support it.
pretend like I didn't know how to make anything.
It's a double-edged sword because listen, sometimes I'm trying something new and it's a fucking flop. So yeah, it's not all. I mean, I like to think the majority of the time it's some decently edible stuff, but we all have fails.
So is he an honest critic? Like if you give him something, he's not going to sugarcoat it.
No. And so that is really nice to hear that when it does go over well, that a compliment is a true compliment. Now he is a vegetarian.
Oh, okay. I'm not upset with him about that, but I'm also sad for him a little bit.
Oh, I mean, listen, me too. But it was like when we first started dating, it was like I had this rule at the time that I would only cook for someone if we were on like our third date, if I thought that it was going to go somewhere. Mm-hmm. And so I was coming up on our third date and I was like, hey, come over, I'll make dinner. And that's when he had to tell me that he was a vegetarian, and he still will say that it was more difficult to come out to me as a vegetarian than it was to come out to his parents as gay.
Oh my God. Like, okay, I can work with this. Like, I still love you anyway.
But it gets better. So then I made us these portobello mushroom cap sandwiches that are on the blog because I am obsessed with them and I will stand by them. However, he just does not love portobello mushrooms.
Oh, I love that. How can you be a vegetarian and not love portobello mushrooms?
You gotta like the alternative.
What? Like, what do you eat? Ice chips and laxatives? Like, I totally stand that. I get it, but come on. Like, I love mushrooms.
Yeah, so she took one for the team and downed the sandwich on the first date that I ever cooked for us, and it's something that we still laugh about.
Wait, but so he just downed it, but he didn't like it.
Right.
That's true love. Like he wanted the D. Like
yeah. Well,
it
was fresh,
like
so.
Because if I'm on a date and the food tastes like shit if I have to be honest and tell them that this food tastes like shit, like the only way I'm going to do that is if like I know that I'm not going to sleep with them. Because if I do want to sleep with them, this is the best meal I've ever had in my life. Like this is great. This is portobello mushrooms. This is amazing.
I love those.
And then the next day, just say, girl, no tea, no shade.
It was not the next day. It was definitely one of those things where you're like telling your mom a story about when you got wasted in high school years later. It was like one of those things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
what else?
It's a great setup of cooking and cleaning. Yin and yang.
Yin and yang, baby. Balance.
Okay. Next topic, and this is controversial. So
I think I know where we're going.
Yeah, we're going to the OnlyFans. So I asked you because like you were posting on your stories and I don't remember specifically, but like the little clips on your Instagram stories were like very provocative, which I'm all about, like talking dirty, like to your food. And I had said, I think that you should make an OnlyFans where you're just talking really dirty to the food. And you were like, this is a thing. Explain this to me, because like I need to get on it.
Yeah, so there are a couple of different examples of this. There's a woman who eats pickles into a microphone that
I do know that girl.
You know her. Okay, yeah. So it's like along this line of it started, so it's called I'm gonna try and pronounce it, mukbang.
Oh,
And
yes.
it started in South Korea, and it's basically this smaller, skinny woman who is eating insane amounts of food live on her YouTube channel, and people just watch. And it is definitely, there's like, the audience is pretty wide. I think there are some people who, it's like a fetish, it's sexual. And I was reading an article where one was like, she helped a person overcome anorexia. And then I also, of course, had to go to someone I know who's South Korean, who is I basically call her my sister. She's like family to me. She's from South Korea, and she just thinks it's so entertaining. And she's like, yes, I watch it.
So is there any food or like thing that food wise that like is erotic or sexual for you? Like other than American cheese?
Other than American cheese, I think that it is just so, I think is not to sound shallow, but I think with food, as we do with people, we eat with our eyes first. And then, then it kind of goes from there. And I think that food can be sexual for sure. I mean, there's definitely stuff that people do in the bedroom that has to do with food. And
I thought you were going to say, I look with my eyes and things get sexual, like a hot dog, or I thought that's where we were going, and I was all about
phallic symbolism. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can go there.
Let's
Sweetie, I live there. Okay.
Let me just say, I do like hot dogs. They're all right, but your girl will deep throat a Chicago dog like all day, every day. Put those peppers and that celery salt on the hot. I'm all about it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wait, I have a question. Santo, did you say you grew up in Chicago?
I grew up in the suburb of Chicago. Yeah.
Okay, so
and I'm not talking like Aurora, end of the line. I'm talking like you could see the Sears Tower from our front yard.
That's right. You heard it here first. Sears Tower, ladies and gentlemen, not Willis Tower.
Oh,
That's how you know. That's how you know that you are an OG. But my question relates to hot dogs. Yes. Ketchup or no ketchup?
Ketchup, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm fucking talking about.
Yeah, I'm more of a mustard girl.
Yeah, I mean, I'm both. If you care to know, my perfect hot dog contains.
Okay. Yes. Tell us your perfect the hot dog that gets you hard as a rock. Like describe.
Yes. Well, several body parts get hard. And it's not just a regular, it's of course a jumbo dog, because she's a size queen. And ketchup and mustard, onion, relish, cucumber.
Oh yes, cucumber, come in.
I do love cucumber.
Celery salt, and hot giardiniera.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So on those Chicago dogs, what are those peppers called? The little green peppers.
Sport peppers. And there's no way that gay guys eating sport anything.
Why?
Because I want hot giardiniera. I'm Italian.
Ugh, those are so fucking good.
No, they are good. That's all they have. I'm obviously going to get it. But if there's hot giardiniera, I'm getting hot giardiniera.
I don't think I've had those.
Yeah, this is like next level. I think we've been talking about just Robert in general coming back to Chicago when things like settle down, and like us really doing like a dine out where we go and we hit up so many spots and just like not stop eating. And Santo, you should be a part of this.
There's no limit.
Yeah, absolutely. I miss that so much. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously we all know we went into lockdown in March, and I have not been, to a restaurant or patio since.
Oh, really? Wow. You've held out then. You've held out.
You have that strong will, girl.
I just couldn't.
I really do. And eating is such a part. It's not only a huge joy, but it's also research to me. So it is a really difficult thing to give up, but yeah, no, not until... and it's a personal thing. I have friends that go out to eat, and it's not, I'm not going to poo-poo on their pancakes, but yeah.
Don't poo-poo on the pancakes, girl.
My question is, what restaurant do you miss the most?
Duck, duck, goat.
Okay, but I can get carry out from Duck, Duck, Goat.
Yes, you can.
That's true. That's true.
God, I love Steph's restaurants, and of course that's how Layla and I know each other. She's just an amazing woman to work for.
Don't even ask me what I would be willing to do for some fucking duck goat in St. Louis. It would be nasty. It would be illegal.
Robert orders Gold Belly duck goat.
That's how I feel about the scallion pancakes there. Like, I will do insane things for the scallion pancakes there.
What is that what's that chicken, Layla? The
Chungking chicken. The spicy one?
Yes.
Yeah, the Chungking.
Better than sex. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Wait, what's that?
The Chungking chicken is like a fried chicken that's basically like inspired by a Taiwanese like to-go food where like they will put like hot chicken with like pepper flakes in a bag and they shake it up and it just gets doused in like this like peppery like spicy kind of like rub. And then she serves it with like chilies and green onions, like barbecued green. It's like kind of grilled green onion, which is my favorite part. And then it's served with like an aioli and a pseudo like barbecue-y sauce. I mean, it's just lit. Like, it's just so good. And I think they do like a sweet version similarly too, like a pecan chicken too.
So do we all have a WAP right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Me describing food.
I was just going to say that, like, if you put the best sex that I've ever had in my life, and then you put a plate of that, and then you say you have to choose
with the ultimatums.
I love me some.
What do you think would happen if you got both?
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Asking the important questions here.
Oh.
Yeah. Inverted boner.
At the end of the day, we deserve both.
Yeah, we do. Mm-hmm.
We do.
Yes.
We do.
I know for a fact if someone's taking Robert to Duck, Duck, Go, he's getting it afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's just so good there. I love that we're still talking about Duck, Duck, Go right
Okay,
now.
but yeah, real talk though.
Okay.
I'm genuinely curious about what restaurants you miss because sometimes I like to hear from other people who are passionate about food, like if we share the same restaurants or if I need to check out some new spots, like is there something that you really, really miss?
My favorite restaurant in all of Chicago is Mott Street.
Oh shit, okay. I've never been there.
Oh, it is. Okay, so it's Edward Kim and his sister Vicky Kim, and Nate. And the three of them, they also had, I don't know if it was the three of them, but they also had Ruxpin. Do you remember, have you heard of Ruxpin?
I think so.
It was a BYOB tasting menu. And I luckily got to go there before they closed, and it was phenomenal. But I shared an alley with Mott Street, and the sommelier, my dear friend Liz Martinez, an amazingly talented woman sommelier, took me to Mott Street for my first time, and I shared an alley with this place, and I didn't understand yet how amazing it was. And I went there, and it is, I don't know, Layla, you know me, I have a burger tattoo on my hand. I am obsessed with cheeseburgers. Like, I could live off of them. It is my, cheeseburgers are everything to me.
It's your life force.
It is. They have my favorite cheeseburger in all of Chicago.
I'm looking at it right now.
So many other amazing foods, very Korean, and there's a lot of Korean and Asian influence on their food. And it's just, as we talked about before, like ambiance and everything, all the elements come together there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking at the menu right now, just what they offer like for delivery, and it might be dinner tonight. I'm not going to lie. It looks fucking so good.
Oh my God, if they have the burger on there, which
it's on there.
There are rules for the burger. That's how insanely good it is.
Really?
About when you can order it in the restaurant. Yes.
Wow. I love that. And now my mouth is really watering. Now I got to wop.
Which one? Vertical or horizontal?
Both.
What, my pussy? I think it's vertical.
Girl, if that's horizontal, you need to go to a doctor.
No, honey, it's still work.
It still work.
Yes.
That's crazy,
so good.
though. Yes.
What about you guys? What are your favorites?
Okay, hands down, my favorite is SKY. Have you been?
No, but
oh shit.
Wait, tell me about it.
Okay, so SKY, the initials are for the head chef's wife. Those are her initials. And it's basically like we're going to throw around the word fusion. It's a fusion restaurant, but it's got like all kinds of eclectic like inspirations. Like there's a beautiful fried chicken dish with like a creamy corn, like with a buffalo sauce with it. I mean, but the presentations are like unreal, right? Because this is like a nicer upscale restaurant. They have the most beautiful wines. I love to order a Croatian wine whenever I'm there, just to get a little bit of.
I'm Croatian.
You are?
Yes.
Oh my God. I didn't know that about you.
I was in a Croatian singing and dancing group from the ages of 5 to 21.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes.
Well, we'll definitely need to touch on that. We'll definitely need to, send me some links so I can get in. But yeah, so I would love to share a Croatian wine with you sometime. But they just have like good fucking food. And honestly, like when we talk about ambiance and we talk about like what really makes somebody keep coming back, every single time that I've been there, like I used to live in Pilsen, it's located in Pilsen, they would recognize me like after the first time that I was there. They come and they talk to you and they talk to you like a person, right? It's not like overly like a presentation or bougie or anything like that. They have tables, but like in the front, you can sit at these like really low like chairs that are just like really chill, and the people are great, and the food obviously speaks for itself. And I don't know. And you can go back and meet the chef and like shake hands, and it was just beautiful. And to me, like that is what it's all about, right? Like the maitre d' is a true maitre d'. He has a personality. He's just fabulous. Like the whole place is just great.
Okay, I need a food day in Chicago once this is all over. And
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying we need to do a dine around where we go all in and we really just do like a few spots and we order like one thing from each spot.
Okay, so Friday, so I come on a Friday, we do food. Saturday, same thing, food. I need a little nap, then we can do some more food, more drinks. I'm all about it. And then Sunday, Santo do a dinner party.
No, that would be lit. That would be lit.
Now, are we talking about like dinner? Like, so traditionally on Sunday, it's spaghetti and gravy. Like that's what you get.
Oh, hell yeah.
Every Sunday growing up at Nana's house was spaghetti and gravy, what we call our red sauce, and meatballs and neck bones and Italian sausage.
Look, gobble me, swallow me, drip down the side of me. Like, I am all about it.
Perfect.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm all about it too. So that sounds wonderful. Robert, do you have a favorite place in Chicago?
Oh, well, Duck Duck Goat is like my.
He's like, like a broken record, but
that's my bread and butter. Every time I go to Chicago, I go to Duck Duck Goat. And then like, okay, so I don't know, like I'm not completely in the food scene in Chicago, but I've been a few times to Mindy's Hot Chocolate.
Oh, by the way, that's close.
R.I.P. Yes.
Oh, jinx.
Yeah.
Sorry, Robert. Sorry that you had to find out this way.
But there's a bakery, so it's not completely.
Yeah.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah. So many of our hearts with so many fucking places.
Oh,
that
my
are
God.
shutting down. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But Mindy's still doing great things. She's really broken into the cannabis scene, and she's doing like chef-driven edibles, and it's fucking
I'm all
cool.
about it.
Yeah.
So yes, I love Mindy's. I loved Mindy's Hot Chocolate restaurant. I would go there a lot whenever I went to Chicago. Duck Duck Goat. What else? When I'm in Chicago, I pig out and I eat at I get lots of Chicago dog. I mean, I just eat garbage food, but it's just great.
Yeah. When in Rome.
When in Rome, eat like a fucking pig. So yeah, no, I cannot wait until the shit is over with and I can make a little trip, especially since I'm part-time now. Do like a little weekend trip and
well, I can't wait till our little buffet of visiting places and having a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I will say St. Louis wise. So question, are you like into barbecue?
Oh God, yes, of course.
Okay, have you had St. Louis barbecue?
No, I haven't. I've had the Nashville barbecue.
Jesus. Oh, I cannot. You need to, I can't, you're going to have to okay, so obviously I'm going to have to come up there and we're going to have to do a food thing, but in turn, you and Layla are going to have to come down here and we're going to have to do, a deep dive into St. Louis cuisine. You're going to have to get emos, which I don't really like, but I will.
But it is it's like a coming of age.
St. Louis. You just got to bite the bullet and do it. And
okay, perfect. That's the pizza place, correct?
That's the pizza place.
I'm already learning.
We got to do Italian on the hill.
Toasted T-Ravs, like the toasted ravioli. Because that's our thing.
Have you ever had a toasted T-Rav?
I don't know what that means. I've had fried ravioli.
Yeah, it's basically double, so it's like baked and then fried.
Breaded, yeah.
It's like you serve it with marinara and it's a party.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
I literally had it last night. Yeah.
We'll do that, and then you have to have some gooey butter cake. Because that's a St. Louis thing as well. And then we'll take you to my favorite barbecue place, which is Pappy's. After that, let's see what else. Oh, so you like burgers. So we will go to this family-owned restaurant, and I hope to God, I think they're still open. They're called Stacked. And it's this family-owned local St. Louis burger restaurant, and they just do all different types of burgers, and it's just fucking delicious. Okay. You'd be all about it.
Oh, did that? Why this burger place? And 2, do they have American cheese?
Oh, they have American cheese. I will.
I can go.
So what I love about this place is like, it's just all different types of burgers. And then like they take the classics like BLT and like elevate it, right? So like they put like an egg on their BLT, which I'm totally all about.
Same.
So they just elevate these, they're like gourmet burgers. Yeah, so it's just fucking delicious. And it's you like a burger, like you will die.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Take me now.
Oh
yeah. Well, now I'm thoroughly hungry, so thank you for that.
Did you eat dinner yet, Layla?
No, bitch, I did not, but he had your stroganoff, so.
Oh, it was so fucking good.
I'm so glad you liked it.
So fucking good. Yeah, let me see. There was another thing, another part of this recipe I really liked. Okay. Okay. Number 9.
Oh, God. Yes.
Lastly, stir in sour cream and herbs and cook until heated through. Taste and adjust seasoning as needed. If sauce becomes too tight, you can loosen it up by adding a little stock at a time until desired consistency is achieved. Taste again for seasoning if you do this. Love. All about it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like I think that there are so many recipes where it's just like, and people will follow it, where it's like, okay, do this, and do this, and then they listen to you. But everyone's palate is different.
Mm-hmm.
I have friends who love salty food, and I have friends who are like really sensitive to it. And so I think that it's important to tell the person, whoever is cooking, that it's important to taste your food as you go. There's even just working at a restaurant for 20 plus years, you know that you don't send the food out until you've tasted it.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Take your taste palette and like how you would describe it, and in the like dirtiest way possible, like describe your taste palette, like. And it doesn't have to be the second. I'll let you think about it for a second if you need to. I'm kind of putting you on the.
What do we mean by dirtiest? What is?
Like your blog. I mean, sexualized, provocative. Like, how would you just?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. How would I describe it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, okay, so one thing is definitely like building flavors, and isn't building flavors parallel to foreplay. Like we're really getting in the mood and we're really going, and it's enticing, and we know that what we're doing in that moment is going to become something better. And so we have this going, and then on several recipes, I have the climax, and that's just the best fucking part. And that's oftentimes when you're assembling something and you taste it, as of course you would during good sex, and it's just like perfection. And that's when you know that everything has come together and has been worth it. And you're like, yes, I love this product.
So tell me, when are you going to be on the Food Network? When can we expect La Faguette?
Yeah, what's the goal here?
I don't know. I am.
I need to see you and Martha Stewart in the kitchen together.
And Snoop. Don't forget about Snoop.
Listen, funny story. I've met Martha Stewart, and she is amazing.
Oh, I'm sure. She's a fucking icon.
She an OG.
God, she was showing me pictures on her phone in her photo library, and I was at the same time like jizzing while she was showing me
an out of body experience.
Yeah. Oh my God,
shit.
It was insane, and oh God, she's gorgeous. First of
Icon.
all. Oh my God, she's amazing.
So
Yes.
I mean,
so I was going to say that like it's interesting to see where this will go because I'm officially, but oh my God, it's the 8th. I'm like literally 3 months old right now.
Aw, congrats.
Thank you. And so as I go into this, like my hope is sponsorship and collaborations, and I am also nervous because it's like I don't know how companies are going to feel about a blog like mine. I am not a completely friendly. I am and I'm not.
You're not Rachel Ray, and I think that's important.
but
I'm
here's
not,
the
but
thing.
I think that there's a niche for it.
There is a niche. We need this. Like, I need this. This is perfect. I think that your target audience will love this. I love it so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. I think the food's great. It's provocative. It's what we need. And at the end of the day, you could get the same thing. You could get other things from other people. And like, you offer a unique, experience. And I think that people will find it very refreshing.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think you're going to do big things.
I hope that I hope that brands see that as well. And as we move forward in every sense of the word, I hope that people will want to raise the voices of marginalized, and then like I understand that I'm a white man, but I'm also a gay white man, and I hope that they see my voice as something that they'll want to partner with, and that I'm not not afraid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you'll find that there will be a niche out there for you, and someone's going to pick up, what you're putting down, and it's going to elevate what you're doing. I think that especially now in the food world and in media, like there's so many different ways to like present your work and on different platforms that there's definitely going to be a home for you somewhere. Like big things are going to come for you. I totally.
And if not, you can always come on here and talk with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love talking on here.
Good. Welcome to our new home.
Welcome to your new home.
It feels great.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a party. Please wear a mask and step 6 feet, but it's a party.
Truly, until we know when the hell this is going to be over. Oh,
right.
Jesus. What if it's not until like 2023? Like,
no, do you think?
No, I think maybe another year. I think 2021 for the majority of the year.
Perfect.
I think so too. To be realistic, right? Because it's like
to be realistic,
not to go down that rabbit hole, but it's like, okay, find a cure, then produce it.
Can you imagine? Okay, so in my head, wouldn't this be like Joe gets in the White House? He's doing the thing, and then March we get a vaccine. Wet.
Yes.
Wet. I'm all about it.
I'm sorry, but I am not going to be on that first fucking round of vaccine trials.
Guess what?
No, honey. No. No.
Guess what? I don't have a choice. I will probably be a first line
you're actually right. It's not crazy.
Yeah, I won't have a choice. They'll be like,
wait. Why do you say that?
Oh, because I'm a nurse. So like hospitals and stuff will probably be prioritized to get like that, like first line workers will be prioritized as getting it first, which is a good thing. But at the same time, I'm like, girl, I like Kamala said, you know, if the scientists say that this vaccine is approved, I will be waiting in line. If Trump says that, if Trump
she
says
definitely
that this vaccine is good, my ass ain't getting it. So
No,
I'm
ma'am.
going to run in the opposite direction.
Right. I don't even download the first Apple update. I wait a few weeks. So you better believe I'm not even going to fucking. You better believe I'm not going to be the first one in
Look,
line.
now on your Apple phone, you don't get a choice. They're just like, you will be getting this download at midnight tonight when you're asleep.
Okay, so that's
While you're sleeping, which is the worst.
We clearly know that I am not a technological novice, and okay, so I thought that maybe that was just my phone, but it's everyone's. Okay,
It's
good to know.
Yeah, they're trying to get us.
Oh,
Cool.
shit.
Shit's fucked.
Love it.
Santo, is there anything that you want to promote? You know, your blog, what's your Instagram so everybody knows?
Yeah, it's like I just want to La Faguette. It's spelled like baguette, but with an F. You can find me on there. It's, oh man, I have to look at it. There's some underscores because apparently other people have this idea, but I'm the only blog. So
Please tell me you trademark that shit.
La underscore Faguette underscore. And I mean, I'm deep throating a baguette in the picture, so it's, you know, clearly me. And just Sweet Supper Club, you know, it's not happening right now, unfortunately, but it will be again.
It will be, and when I go there, I will be like, oui, voulez-vous coucher avec moi, ce soir? Like,
yeah,
I
and
will
I'm
be
gonna
all
say
about it.
oui. Yeah,
oui.
I cannot wait till you guys come to it.
Yes.
Oh my God, you'll have to carry me out. I just know it.
Oh, we will all have to be carried out.
Yeah, I hope. Well, hopefully, the food even makes it to the table that night, but we'll see.
Yeah. Great. It'll be a first like world tour again, like where everyone's just all like way too excited to be there and just shit gets crazy.
Oh, can't wait.
Perfect.
Well,
Thank you for coming on.
I can't thank you guys enough. Just have had beautiful conversation, and I appreciate that at this time.
We love
absolutely.
it. And we can have you back. You can come and talk shit with us whenever you want.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
talking shit.
Well, good.
Perfect.
Bring that hot tea.
Done.
All right. Well, when we return, we will be finishing the episode with our piping hot. Oh, we're not doing recommendations. We're doing what, Layla?
We're doing
Shout outs.
hot shout outs.
Yes. So when we come back from the break, we'll be doing that and ending the show. Thank you. All right. Welcome back to TipTea Podcast. So we are going to end the show in a piping hot shout out session. There's a few MVPs that we need to give, what's the word I'm looking for?
Pay
Give some
homage.
Pay homage, give some credit where credit is due. So, first of all, we will, well, do you want to go? Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I just want to take a moment and just say like how great it is that Kamala Harris is the first female vice president, not only first female, but first woman of color, first Asian person. I mean, it's just crazy. If you just let that sink in from, 100 years ago, how that would have been almost like blasphemous and impossible to now where we are, I think it really says something about where society is, you know, in their mindset. And some would disagree. And, you know, to them, we say, you know, get with it, because this is fuck you, but get with it, because this is the direction that the country's going in. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of those studies where they say, like, what will Americans look like in 200 years? And it's basically a beautiful mix of all kinds of different cultures. And I know some people might be trying to stop that, but it's the inevitable. And we just need to stay open-minded to, you know, all different races and backgrounds, and really give people a platform to shine. I think it's very cool that that's happening. So shout out to her. She's doing big things. And I actually got kind of emotional when I read Mindy Kaling. She did like a little Instagram post where she was talking to her daughter about Kamala. And she said, look, baby, there's somebody like us in the White House. And I just think that's really great. And it makes me emotional and it makes me excited. So just wanted to give that brief shout out.
So before I give my shout out, like, you're 100% correct. Like, it's crazy to think, like, okay, we have a female in the White House now, not only female, but black, not only black, but Indian. Like, so it's fucking amazing. And, did you watch her speech?
I have not. Honestly,
So she basically,
I was feeling a lot that day, and I just, like, I will go back and watch it when I'm ready. But, like, I was just feeling the love already.
You know, the best part was when she said that, you know, I am the first female vice president, but I will not be the last. And I was like,
right.
Yes, all about it. Secondly, I just want to take a second to just say that it just fucking baffles me when we have women, or, you know, it's not just women, anybody that is, like, I don't know what the word is, brainwashed, to, like, cause I was reading this thing, and, like, I was looking in the comments, which I know you should never do because that's the garbage heap. And this woman said, I cannot believe that we have a woman in the White House. Like, I could never imagine in a million years that we'd be in this spot. Like, and A, I'm mad, but B, I feel like more sad because
Exactly.
like, you've been conditioned so much to think that, like, you don't have an equal chance. Like,
you don't have a voice.
You don't have a voice, and when you compare yourself to a man, you think that they're superior, and
right.
it just makes me so sad, and, like, it breaks my heart, and I just hope that there will be a day when people aren't like that. And it's just, I just don't understand this idea of, like, voting and going against things that are in your self-interest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
I think maybe that this person will, or I hope that they'll be able to see that this is, you know, a good thing.
Yeah.
This is the right move.
So also, shout out, today, Alex Trebek passed away. He was 80 years old, and, he had pancreatic cancer. And I mean, if anybody doesn't know, but I mean, you should know, just, like, pancreatic cancer is probably one of the worst fucking cancers to ever have. And he was still recording shows and fighting a battle. And I just want to take a chance to say that, like, just thank you. And thank you for coming on our television and entertaining us for so many fucking years on Jeopardy. it's always amazing, like when you have a show that brings so many people together, Republican, Democrat, Black, white, Asian. At the end of the day, everybody could come and watch the show and be entertained by that. So thank you so much. And Jeopardy will never be the same without you.
Exactly.
And my only silver lining is at least you got to pass like after Joe won the fucking nomination. So hopefully he was able to see that. Which Ruth was not able to see, which makes me fucking.
If you believe in another world out there, maybe she
was fucking.
Her and McCain had something to do with it. Her and
Look.
McCain are sitting there laughing
Look.
and saying, "Bitch, you thought you was gonna stay."
You thought.
Oh, I actually have another shout out.
Okay.
Shout out to the person that was working for Donald Trump's team and was solely responsible for making the reservations to book out of Four Seasons and instead booked out the Four Seasons Total Landscaping Company for Donald Trump's campaign.
Shit.
I've never in my life laughed as hard as I did. I truly felt like we were in an episode of that fucking show that I always talk about that I can never remember the name of with Larry David.
Oh, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I just felt like it was a total like cue the music, like who done fucked up. I don't know if you were like secretly trolling them and this was like your last moment, and I hope that's it because that is amazing. Like know that Donald Trump was sending out tweets that was saying like not the Four Seasons Hotel because he had to backtrack.
Yeah.
He had to get people, going to the right spot. Dude, best thing ever. Also, real quick shout out to Doug, who is married to Kamala, and he is the second gentleman.
Yes, gentleman.
Second gentleman. I don't know if I will ever get used to saying that.
No.
Because it doesn't quite roll off the tongue. I could have thought we as a country could have came up with something a little cooler, like the first dude, the first man. I don't know. But the second gentleman is quite long. But
second gentleman.
But honestly, you want to talk about partnership? I mean, this guy was a ride or die. Love to see it.
Ugh. Woo, Jesus. And then my final one, once again, because she deserves 2 recognitions, is fucking Stacey Abrams.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for doing what needed to be done. Thank you for getting 800,000 voters registered. Amazing. We still have work to do. We still have 2 Georgia seats that Senate seats that will be in a runoff in January. And I mean, if Democrats win that, they could have a majority over Senate, which would be nuts. And
I think it would be the first time in 6 years that the Democrats would then hold the Senate majority.
So I'm all about it. I think that we need it. So if you are listening right now, you should be donating to those Senate races in Georgia, doing those phone calls if you're able to, doing whatever needs to be done so we can get those Senate seats. We're all about it. Any other piping hot shout outs?
No, I think this is good.
All right. Let's see. La 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 la. Alrighty, folks. That's it for today. Check us out on our website, www.tipteapodcast.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's all TipTea Podcast. When you check us out on Apple Podcasts if you could subscribe and give us a 5-star rating, that would be amazing. If you have questions or emails for us, you can email us at tipteapod.robert@gmail.com or tipteapod.leilaz, that's LEJLAZ. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you just need some advice, give us a little ring-a-ding-ding. Anything else, Layla?
Thank you for listening once again. Look out for the next episode. It's going to be a dope one. Have a happy Thanksgiving if we don't see you. And also,
gobble, gobble.
Also, we all know Blackout Wednesday happens before Thanksgiving Thursday. Make some good choices. Don't go out to any bars. Stay at home. Drink with a very, very small group, possibly one other person. And maybe just stay home and Netflix and chill. Make some good choices.
Delivery cocktail services or just don't go out. And then Black Friday, I mean, there's probably not, I'm curious to see what Black Friday is going to look like, but yeah, just try to social distance as much as possible. Don't do anything stupid, make wise decisions, yada, 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 and have a great holiday.
Love ya.
Bye.